there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leanne. Today I want to talk about a session that I had with a client of mine. My client had been trying to manifest their SP to be more consistent and to give them commitment. And so they've been doing the techniques that we spoke about and, trying to get into that I amness of knowing that, they have all of the power. But it's like they gave away their power to the SP, who really does not have any power, because some people think that you're trying to change a person, but you're not. You're changing yourself, and then that person or other people around you is going to reflect how you feel about yourself, because there's many different versions of you, there's many different versions of them. So today you could have the version of them that wants nothing to do with you, wants to ghost you, but that's okay, because they will always exist. That version of them is always going to exist. You just want to not choose that version, right? And to do that is you choose the version of you who is in the relationship with that version of them that wants to give you the commitment. So then the client was telling me, I'm tired, I don't want to do the techniques anymore. I give up. It'll happen if it happens. That's okay. We can all get burnout from doing techniques too much, or focusing too much on what we want, because it feels like it's so out of reach, and it can be tiring and frustrating. But if you think about this, if you don't do anything, it's like, okay, let's say you want to get a job and you need to get a specific degree for that job. You might say to yourself, oh my God, it's going to take 2 years of my life just to do the studies before I can get a certification, and so I don't want to do that. Okay, but then you're going to be living that 2 years anyway, right? Even though, okay, time doesn't exist, but we're talking about in the human experience, you're going to be living that 2 years anyway. So in that 2 years, once 2 years passes, well, by then you could have had your certification, but you let it go because you wanted to give up. Same thing with your manifestations, how desperately do you want it? If you really want this person, persist. Keep persisting. Stop going into the old story. Stop thinking negatively about them, because it's you that has to change. You keep viewing them as the person who doesn't want you, as the person who continues to ghost you. So yeah, letting go, having that detachment of, okay, I don't want to do it anymore, that can be beneficial to you in the fact that you're not stressing yourself out. You're not putting too much pressure thinking that, okay, I have to have it by XYZ day, But if it's because you just are tired of doing the techniques every day, or visualizing, or, affirmations, or just trying to feel, that empowerment, well, it makes no sense to just give up or be mindful of your thoughts, right? Because you're thinking anyway. So if you're sitting there and thinking, oh, they're not going to call me, they're ghosting me, all the time, why is it so tiring to just shift it? Stop yourself and just say, no, they love me, they adore me, they want to commit to me, they always call me, they love having conversations with me, they love being in my presence, I light up a room for them, I am the goddess, or, whatever it is that you want to feel, just do it. Because when you are in this repetition and consistency of doing it, eventually it's going to start to harden into fact. But even before that, you're going to feel differently inside. You really are. And then you won't feel the need to say these affirmations or do the visualizations. You're going to just know. You're going to know how to do it. You're just going to yeah, no, it's fine. Everything works out, and it's not going to bother you. I promise you, because I used to be an overthinker, crazily overthinker. I would always think to the future. Yeah, but what if this happens and that happens? And, all these emotions going along with it, and I was staying stuck. Once I realized that if I push through all of that crap energy, and just leave it alone and step into my own power, it became a lot easier, and I didn't have to sit there and meditate for hours on end. Although I do like to still meditate daily anyway, only because it gives me that sense of peace. It makes me feel good. And then before I get out of bed, I sit there, or lay there, I should say, with my eyes closed, and I start thinking about my day, how I want it to be. And so that works wonderfully for me. So yeah, just keep at it. That's it. Just keep at it. It's not that hard. You're thinking anyway. You know, if you're sitting there thinking about all the negative that's, you know, that could happen and it didn't even happen, why not just change it? Just change it. That's it. And if you have a hard time thinking of the change, then do the affirmations, even if it doesn't feel right, even if you don't feel anything and it feels too opposite to what you want, do it anyway. Just do it anyway. You're going to see changes, I promise you. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.